Hi, welcome back to At the Table with Shirley. Today's topic is setting the stage. You know, we have a valuable gift that we learned from the Father. Holy Spirit works through us. We can set the stage wherever we are, whatever we're doing, that will change circumstances. It will change the spiritual atmosphere around you just by uh, setting things up or sharing a testimony or just like a good storyteller will set the stage before they actually begin to tell the story, because they want you to be involved in it. They want you to feel as if you're there. They want you to be a part of it. So they will always, what they call, set the stage. And we have to be really good at that as believers, as people who are admonished by Christ to spread the gospel, to get the word out, to share Him with the world. We have to be really good at changing spiritual atmosphere when we enter a room or when we enter an area or people come in to see us. We do that all the time when we're around people. I do that Sunday morning when I get to church. I come to church early and I pray and I ask Jesus and Holy Spirit for their presence, just be with us this morning. Make your presence so real. Holy Spirit, fall on us, light on us, and teach us and show us whatever you'd have us to know. And I make sure that before the rest of the people get here, that the atmosphere is such that they will feel the Spirit too when they enter the room. Jesus set the stage when He was here on earth. When He walked among us, He taught His believers about the Father. He introduced the Father to them. He said, when you see me, you see the Father. He gave them a whole new mindset as to who the Father was, a very kind and loving Father, one who cared about them, one who wanted them to be well, wanted them to prosper. And then He set the stage for us, those that would come along behind as believers and disciples of Christ. He showed us how to do that. He showed us how to plant those seeds and how to encourage other people. And there are a couple of people in the Bible that are good examples of this. And one was Queen Esther. In Esther 4:14, it says, if you keep silent at this time, relief and deliverance will come to the Jewish people from another place. But you and your father's family will be destroyed. Who knows? Perhaps you have come to your royal position for such a time as this. There's no perhaps to it for us. We were born for just a time as this. The way the world is, the way things are around us. We were planted here for a purpose, and that's to change, to bring heaven to earth, to change the spiritual outlook of people, to introduce them to Jesus, to introduce them to the Father. And we can do that. God was very plain and vocal about setting the stage for the Israelites and showing them exactly what He would do. They wouldn't have to worry. Psalm 32:8 is a good example of that. I will instruct you and show you the way to go. With my eye on you, I will give counsel. He didn't want them to worry about it. He wanted them to be assured. He wanted them to know that He would be going ahead of them and setting the stage and clearing the path and making a way and providing provision for them. So that's what He wants us to do too. That's what we need to take from everything that we're taught in the Word. Paul was master at this in so many places, but in 1 Corinthians 11:1 and 2, he said to the Corinthians, I want you to pattern your lives after me, just as I pattern my life after Christ. And I will give you full credit for always keeping me in mind as you follow carefully the substance of my instructions that I have taught you. He was reminding them that I was with you. I set the stage. I showed you, I taught you exactly how it was and how you should be and how you should live your life, that they should mimic, reproduce the life of Christ within them to go out and show the world. You know, our testimonies set the stage to increase faith in others. When we share praise reports or even things we've overcome, trials, it plants a seed. It sets the stage to increase their faith, to make them stop and meditate and think more about the spiritual. So I just want you to think of that today, that we are here for such a time as this. We are here to bring heaven to earth. We are here to change the world around us. And we can do that with Holy Spirit's help just by sharing, just by sharing a smile, just by telling a story, and just by doing what Christ admonished us to do, you know, introduce them to the Father. So think about that and think about your purpose. You were born for such a time as this. And thank you for joining me. And I'll see you next week.